Howdy, folks. Mad Hatter Scrappy here. Now I'm going to tell you about a story when I was a little fella. We lived way out in the country. We didn't even have a road to our house until I was in the second grade. We lived about a mile from the closest road. Had a car parked out there, and we had a tractor we'd ride back and forth on with Dad driving a tractor, Mom sitting in a wagon holding us. Well, we went to school when it was dark, and we come home when it was dark. But boy, when we was there on the weekends, we sure had a lot of fun playing with our animals. We had this calf named Ferdinand. And old Ferdinand, he thought he was a dog, I guess. He just run around playing with us, and he'd chase us, and we'd chase him, and he'd run with the dogs. We had a pony the same way, thought it was a dog. But that Ferdinand, he was a really good little calf. And well, one day we sat down to supper, and I don't know what day it was, but Mom had made meatloaf, mashed taters, gravy, maybe corn or beans. I don't know what went with it. But we had us a big old meal till we's full as ticks. Dad says, "Well, did you boys like that there meatloaf? You know where this is going." We said, "Oh, yeah, that was real good." Daddy looked at us and he said, "That was Ferdinand." But we just sat there and cried. That was our favorite calf. He was just a pet, and here we done ate him. Anybody else had that happen? You ever eat a pet not knowing it was your pet? Sometimes that stuff happens. Now we're going to listen to Uncle Handsome again, telling us about something else that just sometimes happens. I really think you ought to get his albums. Uncle Handsome is one world of a poet now. Here we go. When lightning strikes the outhouse.
When lightning struck our old outhouse. When lightning struck our old outhouse, Granny was sitting inside. She came wobbling out, all sooty and smoking, looking like she'd just been fried. Her clothes had been burnt all over. There were holes in both of her shoes. We got her some water because she looked kind of thirsty. We didn't know what else to do. Her hair was all singed and wiry, but soon she was talking quite sane. We stood there and stared at Granny in amazement as the outhouse went way up in flames. I said we should rebuild it somewhere else, but I could see Granny was again it. She said lightning never strikes the same place twice, and since she was the one who was in it, we built it back right where it had been. But I guess Granny ain't too sure, because I've noticed that every time it starts to thunder, she don't touch that outhouse door. On finding a new...
Ain't that good? Yeah, I think.